It's been 3 months since I've owned the Apple Watch Ultra, and my experience and thoughts have continued to evolve as I spend more time with the watch. I'm going to be talking about battery life and the new low power mode that has recently been released, the new trail loop band that I finally got my hands on and how it compares to the cheaper Nike Sport Band, as well as other bands that I came across that level up the overall class of this watch in formal situations, and my continued thoughts on sleep tracking and other features. If you want to know more about my feelings and perspectives on the Apple Watch Ultra, I'll leave links down below for you to check out my initial review and unboxing, my day in the life video with the watch, and another video I made on why I felt I was becoming addicted to the Ultra as a whole. Each of those videos has unique perspectives and information that I'm not going to be covering in this video. To start, let's discuss the new low power mode. So that was not out at launch with the Apple Watch Ultra here. It was released on a recent watchOS 9.1 update, which promises a low power mode that can give us up to 60 hours of battery life. It's actually pretty simple to turn on. You just swipe up on the screen, tap the battery icon, and toggle the low power mode option. If you prefer, you can set how many days the low power mode stays on as well. Once it's turned on, you will know, thanks to the yellow highlight that now shows on the control center over the battery. So with this new low power mode, it turns off all of these features that you see on screen. So feel free to pause the video here if you need some time to read it. What's actually interesting about the new low power mode is the fact that it changes depending whether or not you are near your iPhone. So if you're far enough away from your iPhone, the Apple Watch Ultra in this mode is going to completely turn off all Wi-Fi and cellular connections unless you are doing an activity that requires it to be turned on. So Apple says that this completely cancels out your ability to see incoming phone calls and notifications, and you're only going to be able to see those missed stuff once an hour on the watch. But outside of that, you're not gonna see it in real time if you are far enough away from your iPhone. Me personally, I'm actually okay with notifications showing up once an hour. That doesn't bother me, but I'm not sure how I feel about the incoming phone call scenario where I won't be notified for a whole hour that I missed a phone call, especially if it's an important one. I wanna know what you guys think in the comments down below. And some other things about this low power mode that Apple has stated is that it will affect the watch's performance, such as phone calls taking a little bit longer to dial through, Siri taking a longer time to process a request, and so forth. You can take this even further in workouts as well by turning on an additional low power mode that reduces GPS and heart rate readings. From my testing of battery life, in about 22 hours in low power mode, the battery life dropped to only 80%. And in the same test without low power mode turned on, I had my battery life drop to around 58%. So that is proof in the pudding that there is a significant difference when you do turn on low power mode versus not having it on. And keep in mind, in my testing, my iPhone was near me the entire time, so my cellular and Wi-Fi connection was turned on. If I was completely away from my iPhone for the entire day, I can only imagine that the battery life would have been closer to 90% because cellular and Wi-Fi would have been turned off until I did an activity that required it to be on. So fun fact, ever since I bought this Apple Watch Ultra, it has been my absolute mission to just deck this thing out and to make this look as beautiful as possible so I can bring it to more formal occasions. I didn't want to have to buy a second watch. Thankfully, Casetify, who was kind enough to be the sponsor of this section of the video, has incredible high-end durable stainless steel watch bands for the Ultra as well as other Apple Watches. It's formerly known as their stainless steel monolink band, and I've tested out their gold, black, and silver color. Like, just look how professional and luxurious the silver monolink band looks on the Apple Watch Ultra. Like, just take a look at that. Like, this is a really high quality band and it shows. It's made of a premium 316L stainless steel with a fine brushed finish that looks really shiny. These bands from Casetify are water, sweat, and corrosion resistant, and they're very durable. Like, these are very tough to scratch, so I do appreciate that. The butterfly clasp of the monolink band is really sleek as well. It gives this whole watch band an effortless, elegant look while ensuring comfort and an overall slim profile. These watch bands from Casetify do fit a variety of wrist sizes, as you are actually able to adjust the size manually with their included link removal tool. Casetify also has a variety of other colors and bands for you to choose from on their website if you guys are interested. Be sure to check out these watch bands and click the link down below and you'll get an automatic 15% discount applied at checkout. Thank you so much Caseify for sponsoring today's video. Something I'm super excited to talk about is that I finally got my hands on the official Trail Loop band for the Apple Watch Ultra. So this little band right here is by far the most popular one from Apple, as it took me a really long time to get my hands on this, and there are a few key takeaways that I wanted to share in this video. It is truly the softest and thinnest band that Apple has ever made, I feel. The inside material is quite comfortable, making it the perfect band for casual wear and even for long workouts. Compared to the Nike Sport Loop, which is about half the cost of the Trail Loop, it's not quite as soft and thin, and the inner materials are a bit more scratchy on the skin on the Nike Sport Loop. The Trail Loop is an objectively better watch band in my opinion. It is more comfortable, and I can appreciate the pull tab that makes it slightly easier to readjust the fit, and it has titanium lugs that perfectly match the exterior of your Ultra, which the Nike Sport Loop does not. So if you can afford it, I would buy the Trail Loop from Apple. It is by far the best band that they've ever made in my opinion, but if that is outside of your price range, my second favorite band actually happens to be the Nike Sport Loop. It is still a comfortable band. I also find that it just looks really good in my opinion when paired with the Ultra. I've actually gotten a lot of compliments with this band and watch combo, even if the black lugs don't completely match the titanium exterior. Another thing that I want to add about Velcro bands for the Ultra, like this Trail Loop or the Nike Sport Band, is that I vastly prefer to use those when I'm doing long workouts. The tight Velcro mechanism of these bands are perfect for a bigger Apple Watch Ultra, because when you're in motion, when you're working out, whether you're running or doing like weightlifting, the Ultra is actually more susceptible to moving a lot in your wrist and you having misguided and misread heart rate readings. So having a Velcro band that allows you to really clamp and tighten down this watch on your wrist just proves to be a lifesaver when you're doing those, high frequency, high motion workouts. Okay, so something I've just been trying to get around for a really long time with the Apple Watch Ultra is the ability to find comfort in sleeping with it. I've tried it for a few weeks and then I gave up, and I talked about that in a video about a month ago, and then I tried again recently for a couple of weeks, and I mean, I just can't do it with this thing. It's just a little bit too uncomfortable for me, at least, to do this consistently with how much of a presence this watch has on your wrist when you're laying in bed. And the reason why I'm actually so adamant on trying to make this work is that there's been a lot of great content on YouTube that's come out about how Apple's sleep tracking algorithm is actually more accurate than other smartwatches and smart sleep tracking devices on the market. I'm gonna link a great video down below from another creator who just breaks this down perfectly, so be sure to check out that video and let him know that Taryn sent you. I talk about sleep tracking and the Apple Watch Ultra in the same sentence a lot, as you've noticed throughout my videos, because I know a lot of people that really value sleep tracking, and that's one of the top reasons why they buy a watch. And if that's you, I don't know if the Ultra is the perfect buy for you. It's just, at least from my experience, not really comfortable to sleep with. You're probably better off getting the SE or the Series 8 or just a smaller watch from a different company if that really is important to you. Honestly speaking though, I am stunned by how much I've grown to love the Apple Watch Ultra. Even things like the action button has just been great for allowing me to access my workouts right away. I love the bigger 49mm display and how bright it gets and shows off my watch face really well. It is truly the best Apple Watch Apple has ever made. Be sure to check out this video right here where I talk about how I actually became really addicted to the Ultra about a month ago. You guys will really enjoy that. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.